It's high noon in the world of Avalar. Welcome to episode 25 of Let's Play Spyro 2, Ripto's Reignited Rage. In the last episode, we freed the Cloud Temples from those evil warlocks, one of which even became a yak. And in this episode, we're heading to Robotic Farms.
Wow! Get them vermin out of there and get our good old orbs and our gems! Yeah.
And things aren't looking good with these winged vermin constantly bothering the robots.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm.
Looks like they
Could you
moved
find
the
the
boys
time to
back
help
in
us get
here.
rid of them?
Yeah, how?
Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more nasty pests.
Alright, you can actually pick up these little things that those yellow hornets throw at you. Oh wait, those actually come from a little pipe. And you can aim it just right and spit. And strike them down. There's actually a trophy where you can get for getting them all. However, you don't have to do every single enemy in the level. I initially thought that, but you only have to do the yellow wasps. Wasps. I got stung by a few wasps. Granted, this was long before I did the gameplay for this, but had to bring out the wasp spray, then take down their nest later. Nerve-wracking as all get out.
Hopefully you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. When I got stung, the stinger wasn't stuck in my head or anything. No swelling at all.
I've been stung once before by a long. I do too. Literally the stinger. We lived and
And as for these armored beetles, they have armor plating around them. And if you get too close, these blade mechanisms will come out and it won't end well. So what you...
Robotic Farms is quite a memorable level, I believe it is. You'll remember it for sure. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it's got good characters and designs.
Yep, and not to mention those huge metallic vegetables. They don't look consumable. In fact, I don't even think robots even eat, even in Avalar.
I don't know. They make good farmers, yeah!
If I had a farm that was nothing full of working robots that
Sorry, if you heard that little meow, we've got a new kitten. I gotta watch them today. While the family's out. They're quite a little playful little guy.
and I know how much you love cats.
Oh, definitely. They're just so adorable, so playful, and they comfort you when you're sad. Percy here's got quite a bite for a play fighting kitty. Little kitty's got a nice bite.
I hope it's not.
My fingers and everything in my hands. I don't get why he likes to bite them though. But hey, kittens like to play a lot.
Yeah, I know. I once had a cat or my dad once had a cat, but it's dead now.
Oh, don't remind me about cats that have passed away in my life. Seen all the way back to shit in space.
Sorry, but anyway, the thing about those armored beetles is that while they can't be flamed, if you hit them with the projectile, or if you ram into them with your charge, they'll flip over, allowing you to headbash them. Which is a very clever move. I don't think there was any movement. I don't think there was any instance in Spyro 1 where you had to charge into someone to remove their armor, then flame them from there. Wait. And another part of these levels is these little seesaws. You jump, you walk on one side, it starts to give weight under you. To keep it starts to skew in that direction. When that happens, you have to make your jump quickly, or else you won't make it.
Oh yeah, I always remember the running quest. That was fun. Just going around with doing it at one perfect moment. Just feels so satisfying. Get all out of it.
Also, watch out for the fan blades in these parts. They'll quite literally swing you back and forth. And as for those green bugs, they kick barrels of explosive towards you. And you either hit them with one of these projectiles, or you can charge them or flame them. Or I don't think they can be flamed, since there are robots after all. And robots have metal armor. You know. Also, these fans aren't active right now, but they will activate towards the end of the level. It's a convenient travel system. Also, I tried having this wasp get this little jar here, but
sorry,
it's not working very much.
It's so playable, playful. Bike marks tonight.
I bet Percy likes to swipe at everything he sees.
Be quiet, pause, and quit it.
Anyway, go back to the projectile hole, get the wasp with it, and ooh, looks like we have an orb quest. Let's see what he has to
Bugs are
say.
making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
Ah, so there are these bugs that are messing with some scarecrows. Wait, shouldn't they be called scare bugs? It makes sense in context. But the basic idea is just flame them as you reach them. It should only take a few laps. Oh, and did I mention there are some gems in this area? I'll get them after the quest.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
That's another orb down. 57. There's some bosses over here, charging them. Also, don't go into the water. It'll shock you.
Yeah, it's like... Hang on a sec.
Come back here and get another.
Okay, I'm back. They just came back, so they...
Alright then. Also, I tried hitting hitting one of those little yellow balls at that steel jar. Nothing. But there is in fact a rocket or a supercharge area around here, which could potentially be used to open that little jar. And if we look back here, got the wasp. Get back for another yellow ball. Take care of this green vermin. Oh, this is pretty embarrassing. I got stuck under the elevator, but thankfully it does lift up after a while, so I wasn't stuck down there permanently. And it's a good thing crush stats aren't a thing in this game. In fact, I don't think they ever were at all in the Spyro series. Carefully. One wasp down.
Yeah, they're chicken little buggers.
Ha, you said buggers.
No, that might be a sword.
And I got a trophy for getting all the yellow wasps with the yellow ball. So, all I had to do was do the yellow ones instead of... And I didn't have to do the green ones or the beetles. Ooh, wait. There's some gems up here. Tip this scale to tilt it this way. Get that beetle. Wham! It's so satisfying to head bash into enemies like that. Just flip them over and stick your horns into them. Wow, that came out more morbid than it was supposed to.
I apologize if I'm not saying much right now. Not much I can really say at this point until we get to Spyro 3, or at least the Ripto boss.
There's the rocket. What's your favorite enemy in Spyro 2?
My favorite enemy? I don't really have much of a favorite in Spyro 1 or 2, other than maybe the boss battles. Though Spyro 1 is limited on good bosses, maybe because it's simple. As for Spyro 2, I'd probably go with the bosses. But if it comes to Spyro 3, I like the cat wizards and cat witches, as well as the bosses.
Of course you'd like the cats.
I actually usually forget the cat wizard level exists, and I get disappointed with myself on that, because I really like cats, you know? They're just a favorite animal.
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah. It kind of is a pretty basic level, though, because it's just fairy tale, really. It's just sprinkled with a nice fairy tale all over it.
And there's
So
another
it
one.
just feels plain, other than the cat wizards and cat witches, of course.
And of course, there's that question jar. And let's see what this farmer has to say.
But some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you could clear things up with a bit of supercharge?
So someone put all these jack-o'-lantern heads all over the place. And with the supercharge, we can ram right through them. So this is probably the hardest supercharge course in Spyro 2, since there are a lot of precision jumps you'll have to do. And if you mess up, you'll have to do it. Go all the way back to the beginning. Unless the fans open at that point. I don't remember that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, between the twists and turns and the precision jumps, Robotica Farms arguably has the hardest speed supercharged course in the game.
It's not too hard, really. If anything, the harder one has to be more likely the one in Fracture Hills. That one can be tricky to navigate, especially with some of the steps you could bump into if you don't jump in time.
Alright, and the Earth Supers.
And the Earth Supers getting in the way too. It's a lot of work to clear out the Earth Supers first, and then go through it as well. So it's basically the harder one of the two. At least with the Robotica Farms one, I know there's high jumps, and I can easily just jump, of course. I would need to. It requires a lot of jumps. I know it's a jumping puzzle, basically. So I would do the jump on that one. So it's quite a breeze to get to. Fracture Hills, though, however, that one's a bit of a different story.
Right, and quite frankly, we saw me go through that track a few times. The one thing I do have to wonder, why do all the missions reset with every visit? I mean, it's not a big deal in every other stage. On Fracture Hills, that you'll definitely notice it. The funny thing is, I didn't even notice until LPC brought it up to me. I even saw a few reviews that brought it up. So, instead of having stuff like the Alchemist quest stay completed, you have to escort him twice, assuming you didn't do it the first time like I did. If you did what I did and saved the Alchemist quest for later, you wouldn't have had to have done it. In fact, I wasn't even aware of that quest until I came back later. I noticed there were 2 missing orbs from the hint list, so I got them. Bust down the door. Bam! Full lap done.
Piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
That's our last orb before the one with the pink overalls. And I'm pretty sure he's back there. But first, let's see if there are any gems I missed. Never mind. Funny thing is, I thought you could flame those metal vegetables and potentially melt, but it didn't work. Also,
yeah, there's not much to explain here, really, though. It's basic idea, it's basic farm, you basically understand it as soon as you look at it, basically.
Yep. Though I will find the next stage pretty funny because of the whole juxtaposition thing that we're about to see later. Talk to this guy.
Final level before you get to the boss battle. Memorable indeed. I never forget this one exists, and I always look forward to it because it's quite fun, and they even reference it in the third game.
And talk to this guy with the pink overalls. He'll give you the orb.
I thought that was weird that a man would be wearing pink overalls when I was little, but nowadays I look back at it and think, you know what, I don't mind this. It's actually nice.
Yeah, and to be
'Cause
fair, there
'cause
are
honestly,
male...
I don't think gender stereotypes should be a thing, really. I think anybody should just be allowed to wear whatever they want, no matter the color.
Yeah, and besides, there are male... There are male clothes that are in pink. Like, how many pink shirts for men have you seen? And not to mention the fact
I
that
haven't worn much pink shirts, really, for men, but I've seen men wear pink shirts before.
My point exactly.
So it's,
And how much do you want to
Yeah,
bet
it's
there are
not
sports
uncommon.
jerseys that are pink? And
plus, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of pink Kirby shirts.
exactly. And that's not even mentioning skins. Oh, like the Overwatch League hangs out Spark skins, which gives a skin of pink and light blue for every hero, including the males. And the Florida Mayhem had a hot pink redesign. Yeah, I think you get the point.
Yeah.
Also, this is another one of those instances where I ended up losing track of one of the gems and had a bit of a hard time finding it. Also, when you talk to the pink overalls guy, you'll not only turn on these bug zappers, but the fans will activate, and essentially create a whirlwind that will blow you upwards. In hindsight, I probably should have done that before doing the supercharged thing, but hindsight's 2020. Also, this is a good time to mention something that never occurred to me. When you press, I think it's L3 or R3, sparks will look in the direction where a gem is. I never used it because A, I never knew it existed, but B, I also wanted to challenge myself a bit. I eventually found a gem, and now we can get out of here. It's pretty cool to see robots running farms, even though it's kind of ironic. But let's get out of here.
Oh! Hey, hey!
Clever bots. Alright, we're getting close to the end. There's only one more stage to do before the speedway and the final boss, as well as the bonus area that happens afterwards. In the next episode, we'll be heading to the Grand Metropolis. Disclaimer, it's just called Metropolis, but I like calling it Grand Metropolis because of Sonic Heroes. So anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, favorite the video, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you then.
Hey, Professor.